Welcome back. You're watching Newsx. My name is Vineet. YouTuber Jyoti Malhotra has confessed to being in regular contact with a staff member of the Pakistani High Commission in New Delhi. And according to Hisar police spokesperson Vikas Kumar, Malhotra admitted during interrogation that she had been in touch with Ehsanur Rahim, alias Danish, a Pakistani national and official at the High Commission from November 2023 to March 2025. Authorities believe that Danish was actively working to develop Malhotra as an intelligence assets. Vipin, my colleague, is joining us at this point in time to give us more context and updates about this. Vipin, this is a very, very sensitive case. In fact, we all believe that Jyoti Malhotra should have known better than to associate so closely with a Pakistani High Commission official. And the fact, Vipin, that she was traveling in business class, affording all this luxury without the means, was also something which put the authorities in suspicion.
Well, good evening, Vineet. Of course, as the investigation is going on, multiple facts, new facts are coming in this particular case. As Jyoti Malhotra, the diary, the concerned diary has already been recovered. The laptop, the mobile phone, the data has already been recovered. So now there are multiple things in the hands of investigative agencies, and one thing is pretty much clear that the key conspirator, the key person who was hiring or making these people to spy against the nation, that was Ali Hassan or Danish, who was working in Pakistani High Commission. Well, not only in this case, but the particular 12 spies who have been arrested from different parts of the nation, whether it's Punjab, Haryana, or Uttar Pradesh, Moradabad. The key person, in every single person, this Danish is coming in. So definitely, police is looking more deep into all these nexus. And you rightly mentioned that for a middle class family, it's very hard and it's very tough to afford a business class ticket. As she applied for a passport in 2020 and she visited Pakistan in 2023. After that, she, after coming back to the nation, she planned a visit for China, and for China she took a business class in a very premium airline. So definitely these are the questions. Also, the investigation agency, they are looking into the her financial records, her transaction records in various platforms. So definitely more facts will be coming, as they have already recovered the diary in which she was continuously talking about the person Shakib who Danish made her in contact with there in Pakistan. And in a formal conversation, she was mentioning about I love Pakistan. I want to marry in Pakistan. So definitely there was when she came in contact with Danish, she was in 2020. After that, since 2025, she was in continuous contact with Danish. Also, she visited multiple places, multiple states of India. But she didn't posted any sort of blog over her social media platform. So that is also raising some concern in front of these investigation agencies. So definitely more facts, more new information will be coming in this particular case.
Vipin, stay with us. In fact, we are learning through our sources that Jyoti Malhotra allegedly shared sensitive information, including details about blackouts imposed by India during Operation Sindur to Pakistan. According to sources acquainted with the investigation regarding Jyoti's espionage case, there is clear evidence that she was in contact with an agent from Pakistan's Inter-Services Intelligence as Operation Sindur was underway. Vipin, these are serious charges. This is not, just espionage that Jyoti will be convicted of or charged with. There will be other charges, much serious in nature, which will be levied against her if she has compromised Operation Sindur and the safety of the nation in any way by being in touch with this ISI operative.
Of course, Danish, and this is the major concern because, what she did, she came back to India and she, Danish made a contact with Shakib, and she was asked to contact that particular person, and she saved that number with Jat Randhawa, to cheat people, to not came in any sort of eye of investigative agencies. But definitely there was a long trap and a long tapping was there, as she was continuously talking to these guys over different social media platform, whether it's Telegram or Snapchat or WhatsApp. So what we are learning from the highly official sources of Haryana police side, that she deleted all those chats, she deleted the call logs, but as the data had already been recovered, what they found that she was continuously sharing details about the blackout, when the siren is blowing, when the blackout exercise is happening there in Haryana. So definitely these are serious allegations, and as I earlier mentioned, that she visited multiple places like Pathankot, Firozpur, also other parts, other bordering districts of Punjab, but she never posted those videos. So whom, those videos were shared with, and definitely as the data is being recovered and the questioning is still going on, her remand will be over tomorrow. She'll be produced into the court, but definitely police will be asking for more, more days remand, and also the National Investigation Agency is also have already questioned her, but definitely they'll be seeking her custody for the more interrogation and for more detail into this particular case.
Vipin, appreciate you joining us. Well, sources have also said that the police did not find any chat details between Jyoti and Pakistan High Commission official Danish after March. However, the police have established that the YouTuber was in contact with him during Operation Sindur. Well, we'll talk about this. This is a very serious allegation against Jyoti Malhotra. Joining us on the program is Major General Rajan Kochar, Senior Defence Expert, Advocate Ellen Rao, former DCP, Special Cell of the Delhi Police, also with us on the program. General Kochar, like I said to Vipin, this is not just about spying. This is sedition in nature. This is seditious in nature, and this comprises the highest level of traitorship that any citizen, can relate towards its country or his or her country. And the fact of the matter is that Operation Sindoor has been one of the biggest projects, if I can call it, that India has been involved in when it comes to taking down terrorism, a persistent pest that has haunted us, that has troubled us, that has killed our innocent civilians for decades now. It's very, very heartbreaking to see that an Indian is in the thick of this, is in touch with ISI operatives, and there are many more like her. I'm very sure of that. People who are being lured with the concept of money and bling usually sell their soul to the devil, and that's exactly what's happened over here. General Kochar.
This concern of yours, because it's a very, very serious development, especially compromising national security and also compromising the safety of our own people, because in a case you are giving details regarding the blackout and also visiting these sensitive areas like Firozpur, Pathankot and all these areas, because these are military stations. And I have served in Firozpur because it's a border town, and there can be a lot of sensitive information, because in a border town the Pakistani strikes can take place, and if you are able to give vital your coordinates of our locations there, it could be very, very damaging. And I think the most stringent of punishments have to be given, and I personally feel that this is the tip of the iceberg, because there appears to be a network which is working in the country, which is facilitating the designs of ISI. And here I would like to bring in another dimension, is the ISPR. If you look at this organization, Inter-Services Public Relations, it is also hiring young people. If you have a look at the Dawn newspaper, you will see advertisements of the ISPR asking for young people who have knowledge of digital media to join them. Then they train them on narrative building, then they are encouraged to open their own YouTube channels, and then they get in touch with the young YouTubers of our own country, being the same age group. You are able to establish a rapport, and that is how this information is starts flowing. And a word about the Pakistani High Commission: the people who are posted to the Pakistani High Commission, I think, should be kept under constant surveillance, whatever may be the diplomatic obligation. When you are dealing with a rogue country like Pakistan, you cannot have the same standards as far as diplomacy is concerned with the other embassies in Delhi. So I strongly feel, because this nexus is established through a person who is there in the Pakistan High Commission. He is able to meet them frequently. He is able to talk to them within the country without raising a suspicion. Because if you make a call to Pakistan, it may get traced. But if you are talking to someone in India, possibly it won't get traced, especially with the type of SIM numbers which are available off the shelf. And there has to be some kind of regulation of the social media also, and some kind of monitoring. I think the NIA will have to get into it. The NTRO, which is this organization of ours, National Technical Research Organization, which monitors all this electronic communication and surveillance. We need to have these organizations also in the loop, because are we waiting for a catastrophe to happen? Because we'll have to see now how the investigation unfolds, and what kind of information has she been able to reveal to her handlers. And also, it is not only Punjab, Haryana or Uttar Pradesh. These links will go much deeper into the country. Even states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, there have been cases earlier also where we have found certain sleeper cells have been operating here and jeopardizing the security of our country. I think, Vineet, it is high time some kind of exemplary punishment has to be given. And these youths of our nation, they have to be educated on the pitfalls. If they make any sort of acquaintance with people in Pakistan, they should be advised that under the present circumstances, there should not be any people to people contact with anybody in Pakistan, because it can be detrimental to our own security, because you cannot recognize a friend or a
How
foe.
easy is that, sir? How easy is that? That there should not be any people-to-people contact. That's a very wide net to cast.
Because under the present circumstances, the government has created a regulation, or it has ensured that no visa is to happen, nothing like to happen. And what is happening in Pakistan, we have to take a note of it. This chief of the army staff, he becomes a field marshal. His NSA is his own appointed general. He continues to hold the post.
Right. So just hold on to your thought. We have some breaking news coming in, sir. According to reports, Haryana-based YouTuber Jyoti Malhotra, who had been accused of spying for Pakistan, purportedly had a conversation with a Pakistani intelligence officer asking them to arrange her marriage. And according to reports, in a WhatsApp conversation, she allegedly told the Pakistani official to get her married in Pakistan. Let me also bring Mr. L.N. Rao into this conversation. Mr. Rao, it's one thing for the agencies and the police to look for conversations between an Indian citizen and a Pakistani, but it's another thing at a much deeper level to figure out and to conclude that this conversation was anti-national. Do you think that the police at this point in time, Mr. Rao, has enough proof that this particular lady has done something which is very serious in nature?
good evening to the co-panelist, General Kocher, and all your viewers. This is definitely a very good catch by our Indian police, particularly Haryana police. And then after thorough interrogation, so many other things have been revealed. And definitely there must be some very good piece of evidence on the basis of which the judge has remanded her to the police custody for thorough investigation and thorough inquiry about all her activities, particularly her visit to Pakistan High Commissions, her visit to the sensitive areas like Firozpur, Jalandhar, and other sensitive places where our army installations are situated. And the most important aspect, I think the police might have found the mobile phone. Mobile phone CDR, no doubt she might have deleted so many messages or something else. But even then, the retrieval of these all deleted messages can be is possible, and police may be looking for that. And the CDR, call detail records, are very important to reveal that in whose she was in contact with whom in Pakistan or in Pakistan High Commission or in India also. So, what was the time duration, what was the location when she contacted those persons, whether there was any communication with by her with ISI or some other Pakistani army officials. So many other things are to be revealed, and that those things are, I think the police investigation has not been revealed to the media till now, because it's a very serious and sensitive case. The Official Secret Act is in itself is a secret. So all things which have been revealed by the police might not have been in the knowledge of the media so far. And also the police will not reveal everything, but we can assess that when the police custody remand is granted by any magistrate or judge, it is on the basis of something very crucial and very critical piece of evidence against the accused person. Now the question is whether the police will definitely nail her in such type of cases. That is to be seen after the completion of investigation. But we can imagine that because she was having so many contacts with other nations, our neighbor country, and this official, in addition to Official Secret Act, if she is found that she was giving some information about the activities going on at the time of Operation Sindur, definitely that she was in the conspiracy with the Pakistan Army or Pakistan ISI to give some information about all these activities which are being conducted here during Sindur operation, and that can be termed as a conspiracy to wage war. That is an offence under section 148 of BNS, which was earlier 121 IPC. So this is very serious offence. If these evidences of conspiracy by Jyoti Malhotra are found to be true, and these are corroborated with the other evidences also, then definitely she will be in a trouble, and a very strong case can be made against her. And no doubt if some documents are revealed or something other information is revealed by her to the Pakistan High Commission or to Pakistan Army or to ISI, then definitely the Official Secret Act will also be very strengthened. No doubt the Official Secret Act is generally invoked against any army officials or some other government officials who are leaking the information, secret information to the other countries. But if she is also helping in getting that information and passing it on there, that offense of Official Secret Act may also be invoked against her. So it's a matter of investigation, and the evidences which have been collected so far, that after all these things are completed, only then we can say whether the case is very strong against her or not. Vinit.
All right, stay with us, Mr. Rao. According to sources, during the investigation, the police have found information regarding 4 bank accounts belonging to Jyoti Malhotra, which had transactions marked to Dubai. The police stated that the amounts were more than her estimated income and that they were analyzing the data. General Kocher, this is obviously fishy in nature. If money is coming in from Dubai, it is obviously an escrow scenario over here, where Pakistani money is parked in Dubai and it is being sent to an influencer in India. That in itself is shady, and as you can see from these pictures, Those are business class flights that she's taking. Nobody from a middle class can afford a business class flight, even to Dubai, or for that matter, even to Pakistan. If you go on a Delhi Mumbai business class flight, that is also up to the tune of 75 to 80,000 rupees. General Coacher.
See, you're absolutely right, because nobody will sponsor her in this manner without anything in return. And she was being very effectively used by the Pakistani handlers, and there is sufficient information that many of them operate from Dubai, and they have their accounts there, so that it cannot be traced to Pakistan, and a kind of culpability can be established. See, now here the question is, because if you study the method of espionage which Pakistan ISI has been resorting to over the years, we have seen honey trapping was one of the most popular methods, and we saw some DRDO officials also, some army officials also being compromised on that. And this is a new trend which is emerging now, because it's very, very difficult, as you rightly said, to track normal conversations with the two people, especially in the social media, and to decide whether it is national or anti-national. So I think what important here is the role of the civil society, the role of the parents actually come into play, because it will be very difficult for me, because if I am a parent in a house, and if my daughter is staying with me, and if this kind of money is coming into the house, and the way she is traveling to Pakistan, won't a father or a mother know that her child is doing a thing like this, going to Pakistan, and the kind of calls she must be getting, and the type of people she must be meeting? So this is another larger issue which has to be seen, and the responsibility of a parent or a friend, because Jyoti would also be having a couple of other friends who were not involved with this thing, but seeing this sudden, transformation in her lifestyle. So whenever we see these kind of unusual occurrences, I would say, in our own society, I think the civil society has a larger role to play. Even I saw it in Kerala, where these people were assembling, bombs and all in the neighborhood, and nobody even bothered to report the matter. They saw unusual kind of activity in a particular house. People were coming at odd hours. All the things were actually going on inside, but people turn a deaf ear, and later on the country has to pay for this kind of negligence, because you can't expect the law enforcement agencies. Mr. Rao is here. He would also appreciate that it is not possible for the police to monitor each and every activity of an individual in the country.
Absolutely right, sir. Absolutely right.
140
And you're quite right, and so is Mr. Rao. This is a startling case, the one that requires national attention. It requires grave focus as to what the role of influencers can be. It's influencing beyond boundaries, across enemy lines, and that is the big concern that has been pried out through some excellent work by our agencies. We've run out of time. General Kochar and Mr. Rao, appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much. We take a break. Be right back.